Traveling through Acadiana, you will quickly notice a strong religious presence, due to the influence of its Cajun and French heritage. Roman Catholicism continues to saturate the religious and cultural landscape. In every small town, you will find a Catholic church, maybe even two. This is the case in Breaux Bridge, where the two Catholic churches exist only 3 blocks apart. Both churches preach the same faith, minister to the same city, and are within the same diocese. The difference? Race. One church is for the whites, the other for the blacks. Breaux Bridge is not alone. In Acadiana, there are 33 towns with over 1,000 residents. Of these 33, 26 have both black and white Catholic churches. For parishioners today, this segregation has always been the norm.
But it's totally against what the church stands for. Catholic means universal. So when you look at the whole universal piece, segregation is not part of the church. But unfortunately, it was part of the church because of the environment.
But the situation was not always like it is today. In fact, in much of the 18th and 19th centuries, blacks and whites worshipped together in Catholic Louisiana. Priests baptized slaves and instructed slave owners to teach their slaves the Catholic faith. After the Civil War came change. Jim Crow laws helped to mandate segregation in public places, and blacks were pushed to the backs of the churches. For blacks who wished to remain Catholic, they had no choice. Unlike other freed blacks in the South, they could not simply form their own church. For black Catholics in Lafayette, their hopes for religious worship without discrimination were renewed with 2 simple words of a soft-spoken black woman. In 1910, St. John Church Parish began planning for construction of a new church in downtown Lafayette. Monsignor Churlings, then pastor, decided to meet with the coloreds of the parish in order to ask them where they wanted their pews to be in the new church.
To Monsignor Churlings, one lady who he does not identify in his memoirs, she said, "If only." And he heard her and he asked, "If only what?" And she said, "If only we had our own church."
And so, Monsignor Churlings sent a letter to the Archbishop of New Orleans, inquiring whether it would be possible to create a new parish just for the black community. Permission was granted, and in 1911, St. Paul's, the first black church parish in Acadiana, was created. For the first time, blacks were no longer inferior. At St. Paul's, blacks held leadership positions, sat wherever they wanted, and didn't have to wait for the whites to receive communion first. It didn't take long for this idea to spread, and soon other black churches were established throughout the diocese.
Dear Bishop, as I explained in our conversation yesterday, we are convinced that it will serve the best interest of both white and colored to have separate parish churches for them. We feel that those who are known to be working especially for the colored will be able to gather funds and erect a church much sooner than we could hope to do so. I therefore respectfully request your Lordship to relieve us of the care of the colored people in this parish.
With the creation of black churches, African Americans received a newfound freedom.
Racially divided churches played a part for a group of people to have ownership in the church, to feel welcome in the church, to even live out their spiritual, freedom.
Yet, this segregation also catered to the prejudices of the whites at the time. Black churches continued to be created, and today the Diocese of Lafayette has 29 black church parishes, the last of which was established notably in the 1960s. And so today, Catholicism in Acadiana remains segregated. Grand Coteau is the only town in Acadiana that has successfully integrated and formed one single Catholic church. They did this in 1971. No other town has followed their example. What is to be made of the situation? Should action be taken? And if so, by whom? is this segregation helping by allowing all to worship freely, or harming by continuing to divide a society along racial lines? Though it lives in a world of ever-increasing racial tolerance and acceptance, in Acadiana, Sunday remains a segregated day. And the seas gave away